This is your video lesson for July 2nd. We will continue going on through Marche. So let's go ahead and unpack and get our violin out. If you already have that, good. Okay. First of all, remember, what major are we in? I'll give you a second. Okay, I hope you said D major. If you said anything else, you're wrong. But it's a D major. D major consists of F sharp and C sharp, okay? And we are also in cut time. But to make things a little bit easier for us, let's just think everything as 4/4, okay? Our time signature. Now, the tempo is slightly a little bit slower, but you can also play this as fast, okay? As you progress and become better as you play this piece. Okay, so first of all, remember the harder part, right? And measure 5, 6, measure 7, right? A, D, B, A. So just make sure that you're getting that part right. Do not add the trills in until you are ready to put in the trills, okay? Omit the trills for now. Okay, and don't forget your repeats. Now, I will also teach you how to do the third position part, okay? That's because that's the fun part. But first of all, let's go ahead and warm up with a D major scale, okay? I want you to use the audio that I have here and now to help you with your intonation, okay? Make sure we're playing F sharps and C sharps. We're just gonna play one octave, okay? Right now, we're not gonna play 2 octaves yet. So let's do 1 octave D major scale. 1, 2, half notes, go. So that's your D major scale. If you feel like you didn't do a great job, I want you to rewind this video and go back and do it again, okay? Because doing the D major scale is very important. We gotta do that first every time we play our pieces. Okay. Secondly, let's go ahead and work on measure 7, okay? I want you to use this video to repeat the things in there so therefore you can listen, have it in your head, kind of know how it sounds like. And when you sing it, bum, 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 it's in your head. You know how long you're supposed to hold out that dotted quarter notes, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. Let's do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So that D right there will be playing on the and of 2, and then the A is the and of 4. So it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? Ready? Let's do it one more time, very slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So that's the measure. Now, after that, you get faster, right? Remember what I said a couple seconds before. The D is on the and of 2, and the A is played on the and of 4, okay? You have to subdivide that for it to help you, okay? All right, so then let's go ahead and move on to the third position. I'll teach you the third position, okay? So now the last 2 measures, it seems pretty simple, right? If you were to just play all first position, it sounds really nice too. Right? Sounds really good. I love it. But now let's take it a notch better, right? Because I'm pretty sure you're already to the point where, okay, this song here, I sound good already, but I want to sound better. Okay, so now notice the dynamics too. It says fortissimo, double F, right? So when you're playing that part, especially at the end, it needs to be like a big wow. That big feeling like, oh my gosh, woo. Okay. So gotta make sure that you're not playing to the fingerboard and to the tip of your bow. Okay. You won't get sound out of that. You'll get more sound if you're closer to your bridge and to your frog. And it's not the most pleasant sound, but you have to experience with your violin, and you need to understand how much can you go, putting a lot of pressure, and how fast do you need to go to make a nice sound, to play the best fortissimo that your violin can give out, okay? And what you can put the muscle in, okay? All right, so besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and slowly show you how to shift. So when it comes to shifting, right, the most important thing is your hand of form. You need to understand that first position, you're here, right? In third position, which is the D, the third tape that you have, it's gonna be from the first tape sliding up to the third tape using your first finger. So this is how it looked like. First tape to the third tape. And what do you notice? My palm is touching my violin. That is what I call my anchor. You need anchors to help you understand when do you need to stop going up. Do you need to go higher? Do you need to go lower? Do you need to go even lower? How exactly do you need to, right? So that's the reason, and that's how really people understand, okay, I need to go at least this far to make sure I'm in tune with my violin. So right? And majority of the time that we do it, shifting is not where you hear nothing at all and you don't hear anything. I want you to get used to this. Shifting is based on sliding, because shifting could be from okay, so shifting is based on sliding, but the thing is that the reason how people sound so good on sliding or shifting, sorry, they sound so good on shifting is because they lessen that gap of sliding. So do you hear this? Good, you can hear that, right? You can hear the slide. So my goal as whenever I shift or whenever I'm practicing shifting is to lessen that gap of shifting, make it smaller, right? Not by stopping, not by jumping the gun, because sometimes we jump the gun like that. We don't want to do it. We want to slide into it, okay? So you can hear the pitch going, yeah, I'm right here. This is my intonation, right? So it's from first. I want you to do that slowly, kind of slow it down. Okay? So after you get better, B, and then D. Okay? Don't stop the bow, okay? Sorry if I stopped the bow before, I was just testing my intonation. But do not stop the bow, okay? After when you become better, now separate them. See, do you hear that gap now? Do you hear that slide? If you say yes, okay, good. You got really good ears. That means yes, I lessened the slide. If you said no, that's even better. I did my job as a person who's shifting. You didn't hear that slide, right? So the purpose of doing the slide is one, to hear your intonation, and two, to make sure that you're not jumping the gun, because we could do this. And I'm not into the D, and I'm always guessing, okay? So you gotta make sure you have that slide, okay? So basically, what I am teaching you is the second to the last measure, where it has the open A, and then the parentheses, that one right there. That's where you start the third position. So it will be D, first position with 3 fingers, and then A. When you play A, you need to slide, and then your D should be there. And you have to keep your hand position the same. Just go from first position, third position, okay? Or if you feel like you can't do it and you're still unsure, look at your tape. First position, sliding, third tape, good. Okay, now F sharp is gonna be a third finger, okay? The way how it's gonna be a little bit harder once you're in third position, but I think you have a 4th tape. So your second finger is on the 4th tape, and then you see a space right here. Make sure there's a space to play your F sharp, okay? Because your next note is an F sharp. That's your F sharp. and then back to down to D. So lift those two fingers up, and then back to F sharp again. And then this part is a little bit tricky, but your first finger right here, okay, that's on D, it's gonna move on to the E string, okay? It doesn't go anywhere else. It's gonna stay on the third tape, but it's gonna be moved to the E string, okay? So just go across. That's gonna be your A. And then the last part, okay? You see the high notes? That's a D. So now your fingers are gonna be like this. First finger on the third tape, second finger on the fourth tape. Now your third finger is gonna go a little bit spaced out where the F sharp is at. Remember the F sharp is right here? See, D, E, F sharp. Guess what? A, B, C sharp. Wow, it's all right there. You just move it across. Once you move it across, okay, your pinky is gonna go right next to that C sharp, because remember on the A string, A, B, C sharp, D, right next to each other. Look, my second and third finger right next to each other. So now you're in third position. A, B, C sharp, D. They're right next to each other. So it'll be first finger to the fourth finger. In your music, I want you to write A, okay, the one that has a line across A. You need to write 1. And then the high D, the last high note, put a 4. Okay? So therefore you know which finger it is. Okay? So it'll be A, and then 4. That's it. And then when you get better, you're just gonna play that note, okay? And the next lesson, I'll go ahead and show you how to play the octave, okay? But this is how it sounds like. That's it.